Hey everybody, it's Julie. Welcome back to Row & Co Farms. So this morning I am at my Azure pickup. It's really early. We've never had an early pickup like this. Like we had to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is really early because I have to drive about an hour and 15 minutes to get to the drop point where we meet the truck. So anyway, let me go back and explain Azure Standard. I have had a few people ask, and I know a lot of people do know about Azure Standard, but basically Azure Standard is a company, a small family-owned company out of Oregon, and they kind of coordinate and have natural foods, whole foods. You can buy them in bulk, you can buy them in small quantities, fresh produce, pantry items, cosmetics, garden things. I mean, all kinds of stuff that you can get through this company. But what you do is that you find a local drop point. So there'll be a shipping point usually near you, usually within an hour or so. And then you coordinate with that group. So you join that group. It doesn't cost you anything to join. It's free. So you join that group, and then you get a shipping date. So you have an opportunity to place an order every single month, and there will be a date that everyone meets at a drop location, and that's what I'm doing this morning, is meeting at this drop location to pick up my order. So what this allows you to do is order bulk items without having to pay huge shipping costs, because you're sharing that shipping cost with all the other people who are involved in that group, as well as everyone else along the entire route of shipping. So you're talking about across the country. So so the cost to do that is pretty low, and we found it to be worth it every single time. So we have used Azure for over 10 years now, and I order every other month or every 3 months or so, just depending on what we need. And here lately I've been trying to restock some things and make sure we have enough for the coming months with all the potential shortages that everyone's talking about. So I'm trying to be ready so that we don't have that issue. So in our particular group here where we come, there are 325 people in this group. Now, not everyone orders every single month. It's usually there's between 50 and 75 people here most of the time. And so the truck will come, a big semi truck will come, pull into the parking lot, and then we all together help unload this truck and disperse the items amongst all the people here who have ordered. So it's really just kind of cool to see everybody kind of old Fireline style, just unpack a truck. It goes really fast. Everybody gets their things. They're all marked pretty easily and well so that you know whose is whose. But you can get so many organic, natural, and items like that in bulk that you would not normally be able to get at your local grocery store. A lot of folks live rurally, and trying to get organic items in a rural grocery store is so expensive. There's not much selection. Things are usually kind of old. They don't look good. And so by ordering through Azure, it gives you the opportunity to get some of those things in a more fresh state and in a more bulk state if you want it. So I will leave a link down below for my affiliate part of it. So if you were to join or want to be part of Azure, I would get a little bit of a commission from that if you were to go in and place an order. So I would appreciate if you were to do that, but it's not necessary. Anyone can join Azure. You just go to azurestandard.com, but I'll put my link down below if you're interested in helping me out with that. Thank you. So yeah, if you have any other questions about how Azure Standard works, please leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. And I'll kind of, in just a minute when the truck gets here, I'll show you. Sorry, I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss something. When the truck gets here, I'll kind of give you a glimpse of what that looks like and how we unpack and then what all I got. And this time I got several things that I've never gotten before, which is butternut squash and a bunch of carrots. So that'll be interesting to see like what those look like, since I've not really gotten those items before. And then, you know, a few other things. So we'll definitely do a haul when we get home, and I'll show you everything that we picked up, because I know you guys like to see all that, and then we'll put it away too. What else do I want to say about Azure? I just want to make sure that I've covered everything. Oh, so one thing that they do, which is really nice, is that, so I think I might have ordered 30 items this time. They will repack those items into, you know, other boxes. And so you may get, you know, 7 boxes, and they're all packaged into, you know, another cardboard box. And they do try to use cardboard almost exclusively. There are still, you know, things that do come in some plastic, but Azure is really great about packaging in recycled cardboard or brown paper packaging that is compostable. So I really do like that part of their company too. So they're a good company to support if you're into a small family owned place. They are across the country, but they are still in the country, and they are still shipping, and things are coming. So that's always nice to see. And yeah, if you're interested, go check them out. I think our truck is going to be here soon, and I need to be ready to help them unpack. Hey everybody, it's Julie. Welcome back. Let's do our Azure grocery haul. So I've broken it down this time a little bit differently than I normally do, and I've got some prices for you and how that shakes out compared to going to your local grocery store versus buying through Azure. And I know I kind of sound like I'm just this walking advertisement for them, but when I sat down and actually broke down the numbers for myself today and realized how much I save versus somewhere like Walmart, which you think is a great bargain until you start looking at the actual numbers. So let's start and look at what we got. I have a great haul. I got lots of fresh produce this time, which is new for me because I don't usually do fresh things. I've done that a few things here and there, but most of the time I get dry goods. So this is all new to me for the most part. So let's look and see what we got. The first thing is Acorn Squash. There's a few small ones, but there's also some big ones in here. They're organic, and I got 20 pounds. So the Acorn Squash was $25 for the 20-pound box. That comes out to $1.25 a pound. Now, comparing that to the local Kroger, which sells them for, let's see, $1.69 a pound. This one, oh, I'm sorry, $1.25 a pound. Okay, yes, so they sell them for $1.69 a pound, and so it would have been more expensive for me to buy these at Kroger. They would have been $33 at Kroger versus the $25 that I spent through Azure. So already we're off to a good start. Next up, I got 50 pounds of organic yellow potatoes. We love these. These are some of our favorite potatoes. Those were, again, at 50 pounds was $60. So $1.20 per pound. At the local Walmart for organic yellow potatoes, $1.49 a pound. So I would have spent $74.50 on the same thing at Walmart. So Walmart is not shaken out for your organics to be the best option. All right, next up, let's look at the butternut squash. That's the next thing that I have on my list here. So I got a total of 8 butternut squash. They are, it's a total of 20 pounds in the box. And those, let's see here, let me show you an example of what those look like. These are organic. They look really good. They come from, I believe they're from California. So $25 for 20 pounds. And I don't know why I said that's $1 a pound, because that's not right. It would have been $1.25 a pound. And that ends up being $3.12 for each one that I got. I got 8 in total, so $3.12 each. And at the local Walmart, they're $3.79 each, but they're not organic. So they're already more expensive and not an organic option. So we're already looking better by going to Azure for squash. All right, let's talk about all of the carrots. I'm gonna bring them a little closer so you can see. I got 22 25-pound bags of organic juicing carrots. And when they say juicing carrots, these are like not the most prime, straightest carrots. They may have little bends and dips in them, but they're still perfectly good, and most of them look amazing. So juicing carrots are just as good as any of the rest. I will probably be chopping most of these up and freezing them, blanching and freezing, maybe do some dehydrating too, and then just keeping some fresh in the refrigerator. They'll still last a long time like that. So let's look at the cost of the carrots. So the carrots, again, I got 50 pounds for $50. So $1 per pound. And this is pretty on average with the cost that you'll get at your local Walmarts or Kroger's. They're about $1 a pound there too. Actually, just a little bit cheaper. I would have got the same equivalent amount for $49 at my local Kroger or Walmart. They're both about the same when it comes to the price of organic carrots. So either way, I got 50 pounds and I'm gonna work through those in the coming months. Next, let's look at Brussels sprouts. So let me get you set up here so we can see a little better. So I really love Brussels sprouts. I have a hard time growing them, and I really like to keep some around. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a couple of pounds, and the price of those actually was pretty expensive. So these ended up being $10 per bag. Okay, so I spent $20 for these 2 bags, and I could have got the same amount, I believe, at our Kroger for $12. So these probably weren't the best deal this time, and I probably won't buy those again just because they were a little more expensive than I would have liked to pay for this particular thing. But this was the only item that I felt like I overpaid on. Everything else was way better in price than what I could get locally. So let's keep looking. Next, I got 10 pounds of red onions, organic again. And those were, I'm sorry guys, you'll have to bear with me. I want to be as transparent as possible about what I spent. Okay, so red onions were $17 for the 10-pound bag, so $1.70 per pound. And at the local Kroger, again, $1.70 per pound. So the same price I could have got these for at my local grocery store. But still, I'm glad I got them through Azure. I would rather support a smaller company than the big Walmarts or the Krogers. So I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing with Azure for that. All right, and next up on my list, let's see, we did the potatoes, we did acorn, we did butternut, mango. So I got 5 pounds of dried organic mango, and this was $50. I know that's a really hefty price to pay for mangoes, but when you look at what this would have cost me if I had gone to the store, it would have cost me at the store $121. So versus the $50 that I paid for this. So I think that is a huge savings. I mean, I never expected it to be that much difference in the price for the dried mango. I think that's incredible. So next, let's look at some spices. I got quite a few different spices here, dried spices to add to our collection that we've run low on. So let's look at rosemary. These are rosemary leaves, organic, that is 1 pound. So this is a whole lot. This was $6.11 for this big, huge bag. Now, at the store, I would have paid for the same equivalent at Walmart, $71. They only sell it in 1.2 ounce bottles. That's the largest quantity that I could find. And so it was $4.46 for a 1 ounce container. Here I have 16 ounces of rosemary for $6. Like, you cannot beat that price at all. It's wonderful. So next up we have thyme. So this is organic thyme from Azure, and let's see here. This is a 4 ounce package for $4.46. It would have cost me $25 to get the same amount from Walmart. So huge, huge savings there. And again, I'm looking at what my local grocery store price is. I don't know what things cost where you are, but local to me here in Georgia, to get some of these items is pretty pricey. So next is parsley. This is 4 ounces of parsley. This is a huge bag. It's as big as my head, but that's a lot of parsley. So even 4 ounces of parsley is massive. I was thinking about getting 1 pound, and I'm so glad that I did not get 1 pound. This is way more than enough. So at the store, I would have paid for this same amount, $47. I paid $3.80. What a difference. What a difference. All right, last on my spice list here is oregano. And this is 4 ounces of oregano for $4.02. And the equivalent at my store would have been $31.76. So again, I'm just coming out way ahead by shopping this way. Okay, next up I got sea salt. So I like this Celtic Sea Salt. This time I got some fine ground. There's two 1 pound packages here. And for these, I spent $10.08 per pack. So the equivalent at my local store would have been $13.98 per pack. So again, I'm saving almost every single time that I order, with every item that I order. I also got a 5 pound bag of the coarse ground. If you can see, these are just much bigger crystals. And the 5 pound bag this was $19.10. The same thing at Walmart is $21.44. So it's not a huge difference, but again, it's still cheaper to get it through Azure. Even with the shipping cost that I spent, which was $31 this time. All right, next up is 5 pounds of organic, whole bean, fair trade Arabica coffee. So when I punched this in, the closest thing that I found was, let's see here. So this was $11 per pound. It was $55 for the 5 pound bag. And the best equivalent that I found was $19.96 per pound, which, I don't have it on here, obviously is well over $100 for the entire bag, or right at $100 for the entire bag. So that's a huge savings there too. And then the very last thing that I picked up was some avocado oil. This is organic, cold pressed, and this was $14.82 for this 32 ounce container. My equivalent at Walmart would have cost me $30 for half the amount. So $60 for an entire 32 ounce container at Walmart. So overall, I spent $373 for everything that you see here. If I would have bought the same thing at my local grocery stores, I would have spent $709.68. So that is just a huge difference. It's a difference of $335.85. And then if I just take out my shipping cost, which was another $31, that still puts me right at a $300 savings than if I would have bought these items, attempted to buy them in bulk at my local store. So if you've ever thought about doing some kind of bulk buying for your home, try this company. If you want to use my affiliate link down below, please try it out. Right now, we need to keep those supply chains short and small. And if you can get these things just as well from a small family-owned company, why wouldn't you? We need that more than ever right now, and we need to stop supporting these huge, huge, huge corporations and go back to these smaller, more natural, organic, local groups. So if you're interested, check the link down below. You can use it or not. It doesn't matter to me, but support Azure if you are interested in any type of products like this. So I'll link everything that I bought also down below. So if you want to find the specific items, you can find them. But I hope this informed you guys today, and I can't wait to see you again next time here at Row & Co Farms.